Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent. Perfect. So today we're going to continue with the jive, of course, and we're going to do a little bit more fun with the different types of the chassis, maybe with different figures as well, rather than just the basic movement. So hold on, let me close the door. All right. So first I'll review what we did last time, and we'll start with the latest steps. And of course, we'll go into the follow we walk straight away. So we'll go with the right foot there, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes? Everyone's remember? Rules, of course, for you, the following rock is the opposite direction, but we're going to practice with the left foot as well. So let's continue with this one. And reminding you that you're turning the shoulder to the right and now that's the action on happening. We'll go one more time. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes? Works? Yes? Sounds good. Continue the same thing with the opposite foot now. So now the foot we're off a little bit left. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And remember to turn the shoulder into the direction of where you're going. Let's try again. So we start with the shoulder right. Left into the left leg, and right into the right, switching back to left, moving, and right, and right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you see by the movement, I'm more concentrated on the front hand, which is moving into the certain direction. Why is that? Because it's helping me to actually read slightly more forward to the other part. So as I do the step, I'll go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sense? Yeah. Let's do it a couple more times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we did already last time, so we'll move on today forward. And we're actually going to move on into the chassis as well, but not the chassis to the side, which is the most common one, but the chassis steps forward and back. So as we will start from the ladies left to the right, as the follower rock goes, and 1, 2. We'll continue now with the step forward with the chassis. So we'll go in 3 and 4. And return back from there as 5 and 6. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And then the step everything going to stay the same energy relation of the shoulder and how we're moving the hip. Direction of the movement will be slightly different, and positioning of the leg will be different, since we want to progress more forward. So we'll go in 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. I'll do it to the side of the camera. Go for it, not seeing me at a different angle. And I'll start again and going and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. One more time. Now we can begin that. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we still are riding with the foot, feeling the flat, and keep swinging forward from where we're rebouncing and returning to the back action. And again, straightening the knee. So rebounce again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Makes some sense? Yes. Any questions from our online auditory? No?
Just to show once again the footwork, Oleg.
Yes, of course. So let me curve it down slightly. So as you go into the chassis forward, of course, from the beginning, and 2, then I continue in the same way as I did to the side. What we did to the side is rebounce and positioning both the foot. So as we go to the foot, we can bring it almost to flat position again to continue with the next step as ball flat, and that's the speed finish. And then rebounds. And now I move backwards. I have to place again back foot on the ball of the foot. Drag it in and continue to the ball of the foot again from where I was straight into the end of the step. So same as we created the pressure forward, same we are creating the pressure back. Forward and straighten the knee, bouncing and back, same way. Same exactly as we did to the side. Remember, we were making pressure to the foot which we are moving into, and from where continue with straightening the knee. So the same again is going to be forward, and it doesn't really matter in what kind of direction you will do the chassis. It's constantly we will look for this pressure point. Why? Because we want to create a swing action of the hip there, not really depending on what direction you're moving. So again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 and 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6. A little facing 2 as well. Once, bring you up. Exactly. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. One small detail, which I hope you might notice, but maybe not. I will emphasize your attention that, as you see, my knees are almost never going aside from each other, except the moment when I'm going into the step, of course. So as I'm passing the point when I need to make a step into the back direction, it's even more important because that's the distance how I emphasizing that. I can feel both knees are closed, and that helps me to create the balance and more use left foot, because that's where the majority of the weight at this moment should be. Yes, I'm pushing to the ball of the foot on the right, but I'm still moving from left leg. Same as we did forward, we didn't close the leg there, of course, because we are progressing forward at this point. But as I'm going to the change of the direction moment, I'm again closing the knee before continuing into any direction. I didn't haven't spoke about that when we said the side position, but it was obvious there. I'm closing the knee first, and then I continue on the direction. Why I do that is just to get balance more on the foot. It's easier because it goes through the collection, so it uses more inner muscle of the leg, more like a standard concept, and like in Latin when we go, for example, in rumba, we're leading the foot through the closing all the time. If your feet will stay apart constantly from one position to another one, it will look not super good because it will look like we're not really able to close the leg all the time. You can see how I'm exaggerating at the moment. So I'm dropping to the left, then doing the wrong, and maybe under this angle it looks alright. Trust me, if you look from the side, it's not visible not because my foot is constantly not closing. So be sure that, especially when you do forward and back chassis, you are feeling the knee actually attaching first and then separating into the next action. And when we do especially follower rock, but we kind of talked about it when we did the follower rock, we are feeling how the thighs is actually moving around bending foot and how we are continuing to go into the next step. And again, I will feel the leg and then I'm going to continue to the next step. Without those closing movement, want to look finished. Yes?
Yes.
This is a dance where you should imagine that rubber band between.
This one is not, but yes. All right, so let's try one more time with the forward and back chassis, and then we'll increase the difficulty slightly. So let's try one more time. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I haven't emphasized my hip action. I'll show it to you on the side so you all can see. As I did the follower rock, I swing, of course, to the right, to the left. So my hip, technically, if you remember the Roomba concept slightly, we are keeping it slightly turned all the time. So now my hip is slightly turned to the left, since I will continue with my right foot forward chassis. So of course, the direction of the hip spinning, it's not forward and back on the leg. It's still side to side. That's where the swing is moving. So you will want to try to reach the foot kind of with this action. It will emphasize the lockstep. We do have a lockstep chassis in the jive as well, but the main feel it's like differently. So you wanted to make sure that the hip is angled slightly to your direction of the movement. This way, you still will be able, as you see, to move the hip from left to right. And as I'm changing the direction, I'm going back with the step, but the hip is still angled under the same position. So I can continue to actually changing the swing from right to left. Yes?
The biggest problem with the guy is I think that it's good, but I just can't put my shoulder forward.
Which one? The left one?
Yeah.
And you go back?
Isn't it supposed, no, go forward. Isn't it supposed to be go forward?
Well, if you go forward, you go 1, 2, and now my left shoulder should go across.
Yeah, but you do that too much, you can't do it.
Why?
It's just go.
No, you're doing wrong shoulder right now. Try follow me one more time. And 1, 2. So now left goes into counter body movement position. Left, feeling it here, show, yes, and here. And that's my hip. Now let's switch, because I need to emphasize left alignment. So right alignment, holding, and right opens, and left switching, and left goes forward, and right goes forward, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left, left. See, not coordinated, just changing the correct moment. That's why you're kind of feeling when you go forward that it doesn't work. Well, yeah, switch it. So make sure that it creates the counter movement. And more than that, it's not going to work with your balance if you're not doing that. Because if you will move just with one side of the chassis opposite, you'll be too slow and your whole body will be moving again like left and right. You want it to show the swing action inside of the movement and in normal balance position. Okay? More questions? Is that done? We all good? All right, let's try one more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Better. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and your own hand. Follow me. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. In reality, all coordination in dancing is based on the, I don't know if you've seen those, sport aerobic thing on the TV from 80s when they did like, ta, 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 ta. Trust me, if you were doing that, you would be much better in dancing right away, because that's the whole thing of everything would be doing dancing, to coordinate upper parts and down part. It's the opposite hand to the opposite side and works perfect. Has everyone seen that? Doesn't see you love
Yes.
it. It was fun.
Program.
It's not online. It wasn't the TV. It was like every morning show, I think.
It's jazzercise. It's called jazzercise.
So that's basically what we were supposed to do. And right now, what we're actually doing, as you see, I'm moving one foot and changing it to the opposite direction with the hand. And as soon as the point of movement I can feel, you see this is left to the right. And then I go into the step. And then it's switching. So I go with the opposite direction. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Yes? Cool. See, for this it works right away. All right, let's continue. Now we're going to do opposite legs. So the chest forward and back, the same idea. We're just going to do it a couple of times. But we're going to start from the left leg back, because So we'll go and 1 and 2. So now our chassis will go to the left back forward. And 3, up, 4, up, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6.
Will this ever be a ladies staff knot?
Of course. That's why I'm doing it. Ladies are actually going to the figure right now where you're going to have a forward chassis, a little more than that. So, I'm sorry, Wolf, but you're going to learn some beautiful steps today, which you're never been learning before. And that's going to be American spin. So American spin is a very popular figure, of course, in the jive. And the steps of it are partly consistent of what we did right now, except the spin. But it does have a follow-away rock, it does have a forward chassis, and it also has a side chassis set. So what is it? So American spin, just to remind you from the latest step, we will go as 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3 as the forward chassis, and with the side position, and acts as side chassis with a little turn to the foot. So then the follow-away rock goes more in proper direction. What are we gonna try to achieve here? Of course, the swing action, and of course the same types of side chassis as we practice. So first we do follow-away rock. We go 1 and 2. And we continue with the forward chassis towards our partner. And 3 and 4. However, we're not finishing the weight settling. Because 4, if you remember, we did normal chassis. I would just end the swing. For American spin, you need to not finish the hip, you need to finish with the turn. So it means that your final hit to the foot position will actually lead you to change the direction around the foot. So you'll be already prepared for the action to the side. And you're still going to do rebounds of the knee to actually continue the side chassis. And at the end of the side chassis, I also have a little implementation because I need to finish more fixing the partner. I needed to just end up to the side. So I'll need to use the last moment of the swing of the hip as the rotating on the standing foot. And then the bounce, of course, following walk, moving towards my partner, finishing with the hip rebalancing, and continue with the side chest. All movement has 6 counts, and it's pretty fast at some point. But we'll try to break it down a little bit so we can learn how to do it correct. Let's try one more time, just with the steps. So we have a follow-away walk, as I said. 1, 2. We have start of the forward chassis as the 3 and 4. But I'm not finishing 4. I'm trying to extend it because as 4 down, turn is done. So we'll go with the rotation of my shoulder run, with the sending of the hip to the front leg, and with the opposite position of the other part at the end, so I can actually balance the exit from the turn. Since the rotation is super fast, I need to use the little bit more of the trick to stop myself in the proper direction to continue. So as I do my 4, I'm starting, of course, from the shoulder, and I'm starting from the elbow, standing from the angle, so you can see all the positions. And then as I'm arriving, keep hands in the swing. And then I'm just rebalancing and going to the side step. What's the biggest question right now? No questions?
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
So when you do your spin, what's the trick to stop and not stop.
Okay, good. What's your question?
So, I thought it was, so it's 270 degrees,
Correct.
not actually 360.
No. Yes.
Everything would have been.
Yes, because you need tracks with the side open. And to continue with the full chassis, you will be basically.
So at that point, then over across.
That's a very popular result of the axis in the 360 degrees. I will show it from the side perspective from the turn. As set. It's of course possible to do and possible to coordinate. However, American spin is a bronze figure. So it increases the difficulty of very much. So original directions of the movement is actually to move towards the part finding. Do your 3/4 of the turn, exit in side position from him, and then do the next movement of the photograph. More reasons? Maybe if you have tried with the partner, it feels more natural to do it this way because you're moving towards the child with the turn, you're swinging out, and then you want to move from him. And he is pretty much doing the side step. He's not really pushing forward or pushing back, so he needs to actually use his arm and then return in the same position. You'll be more like in fan, if you think about it as the rooming movement, for example, the fan position, and then the follower rock will go back to the turn with facing each other. Returning to the question, it's about how to stop the turn. So first of all, of course, shoulder will help you. Shoulder stop action at the end of the turn will already predefine what's your alignment to finish it. Second of all, you place the foot down. So a common mistake, for example, it's not a mistake, it's just a little misunderstanding of the movement, is that the people try to use chassis already to stop the rotation. But in reality, you need to have the balance before the chassis starts. So what we need to do to achieve that, we need to make sure that when the chassis ends, we actually placing foot down to stop the turn. Again, the foot itself not going to work. You need to be aware of what your shoulder is doing. And as we remember that we entering here, our shoulder left and front into relation to the right. Yes, as I will stop the turn, I will push my right shoulder forward instead. So I will start the turn and I will push the right shoulder there. And then I can easily continue in the normal direction. So I'm using shoulder to initiate the turn, and as the turn finishes, I'm using opposite shoulder to stop the rotation and actually to lead me more correctly in the direction of the next movement. Any questions?
No, it's cool. I actually did it.
Okay, good. Let's try a couple times. So let's do it one more straightforward, so you can just follow me a little, and then I will do it under the different angles, so it's more working. We'll see what was you're missing out. And 1, 2, 3, and remember the left in front at the start, so don't be leaning to the left. You should be actually facing the partner. And of course, when you shoot a turn, the partner can help us. In reality, you can't rely on the bronze level partner. You won't be able to do it yourself. And so we are rotating the shoulder more. As the shoulder is already facing the partner, I'm straightening the knee and sending the hip over the foot, changing to the opposite. So right away, we need to send the right shoulder in front. And that's from where we're starting to move into our chassis to the side. As I do the last action of the chassis, it's up to you in reality if you want to twist in into the step, or you can just finish at the chassis normally and return to the partner only with the follower rock. Does it make sense? Amy?
Kind of, no, because I didn't partner, let's say I'm the next, right? I'm giving you. So how are they moving away from you?
I'll show. So as I'm standing, for example, Amy is my leader.
Yes.
I will start. I will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I return to exactly the same position.
And at that point, I'm looking at the red, right?
Leader will simply do this. So leader steps are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh,
Which is called stationary shots.
stationary. Thank you. That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Question?
No.
You good? Okay, let's continue. So, next we are again going 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting to go to the turn. Remember, you will be turning on the right foot, so you need to be sure that you send it your hip before you go out to the turn. And place your foot down, feeling hip on the right side. If it's like settles slightly, that's normal for the jive or any swing dance. So you want to feel yourself in the contour position to the next direction. And then you continue 5 and 6. Sorry, 3 and 4, of course. And sorry, 5 and 6. And then we go again to the new portion. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 1, and 2. Makes some sense? Well, this looks like it's working for you. How does it look for you? Any success? Wolf?
Yes,
You got it?
yeah. At first I was confused because at the chasse to the side is actually away from the partner.
Correct.
I never visualized that. I always thought we moved together to the side, but I guess not.
No.
Okay.
Leader is actually standing at one point. So basically he starts at the position. We have an open arm, open hold for the lady. So as the movement starts, we almost like facing each other. We do follow-away rock. So we do follow-away rock. Then lady is stepping in while leader slightly do the chasse to the side. He's not progressing forward towards the partner. He's not moving away from her either. So we go lady stepping into the position while he is slightly to the side. Because of that, we have a change of the hand. If you remember, we have right side lead of the lady into the turn. So we're using right side to initiate her turn. And that's for a moment of the turn. I cannot turn my hand enough, but basically she's aside and she returns to her position while we are just stepping to the side chasse. And then together again, we go into the follow-away rock.
Got it. Thank you.
I will demonstrate leader steps or how it's supposed to look with the ladies. I don't know why I used my hands. Because I have the people here. Anyway, let's go.
I'm the lady, right?
You're the lady steps. So we are starting from the follow-away rock. Of course, as you see, we have open position at the start. So we go follow-away rock. Now she will do the chasse forward. Of course, as you see, it's not super progressive action. It's just almost on the spot for you to get to the right position. I will do compact chasse to the side. It's what's called stationary chasse. And stationary chasse. Because of that position, at count 3 end, we at the point, I haven't finished my hip yet, because I still have this swing on 4. She will have swing on 4 and return. We combining that together. That gives the actual idea of the impulse of what ends the partner to the partner. 4, she stopped the turn and she's supposed to be on the right foot still. And her position, I catch the hand with the left of my sheer travel away from me, and then we go follow-away rock. We just don't have to travel that much. Otherwise, it's uncomfortable. So as we finish side 6, we are again going to follow-away rock. So role of the leader is pretty much be on the spot.
Okay.
Sense?
Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Is it correct that we turn 3/4 of the circle? More or
Yeah.
less?
3/4. You're getting 1 extra quarter, or at the end of the chassis to the side, or additionally to the follower rock. Okay? Cool. Jane, any questions?
No?
Good. It's of course possible to do a double American spin. However, as the movement, it's usually required a turn through the chassis. So, for example, a lot of people are confused. For example, on social level, it's quite often that people are calling that this action is a double American spin. However, in reality, it's just addition of the term. Double American spin, I don't know why I'm saying it, but just to clarify it once and forever, it's actually still the same term. And as I exit, I continue with the turning chassette instead of extra
So
turning.
it's the 5 and 6.
It's 5 and 6, yes.
All right, I do have a question now.
Yeah.
Who chooses doing extra rotation? Is that only for the follower to choose? Because if the leader, if I'm the follower and I'm controlling and stopping the turn on putting my shoulder, as soon as I'm done with my spin, the first one, there's no way I'm going to continue to rotate.
Correct?
So the follower is the only one who can make that decision.
Jane, have you listened to the second part speaking BGMA?
Yes, you did the double American spin on the way out.
Correct.
But I'm talking about like an extra rotation as you spin. Is that
It's
all?
by the lady.
I'm sorry, say it again?
It's initiated by the lady.
By the lady only.
Yeah, I give you my hip movement is not changing because you decided to do more turns.
Okay.
So you are getting the same exact impulse from the partner in both cases.
Okay.
If you decided to do extra turn and if you like it, I mean, it's your own responsibility. I will be waiting for you on exactly the same count as you doing 1 turn, 2 turns, or 5 turns. So,
Can I see one more time?
yeah, of course. All right, makes sense, Jane?
Yes, thank you.
So, what Jane were talking about, there was 1, 2, 3, and if I do double turn, who are responsible for that? Ladies, you are, because you are pushing into the same action and leader has nothing to do with that. So if you do something like this and stopping yourself, that's totally your responsibility to do the double rotation. If you're dancing the actual double American spin, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as you stop, you see my hand is on the side. I will continue to travel this way now. So I will do 1, 2, 3, and 4. His hand is already catched at 4. And at this moment, he can initiate double turn. So that's leadable figure. Previous one, not really. And if he leads this hand to the side, as he continues to travel to his chassis, that's going to initiate your turning chassis to the side from where you will go to the follower rock. Just to clarify that, because always with American spins, people are trying to do more turns or less turns. All right, one more time, American spin, and I will show it once again, just a simple one, and I will check how people online are doing that. So, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 1, and 2. Yes? Cool. Yes, keep to the side and just move to the side. Yes. Larissa, you're first today. Are you ready to demonstrate your American spin?
Yeah, I'll try to. Okay, let's go.
Okay, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. Not bad at all. You remember that first chassis is chassis forward. So try to not curve your feet, meaning that, oh, I'm sorry, I'll change the camera 1 second. So as you're traveling forward with the chassis there, you did your 1, 2. You don't want to feel side-ish because that's going to make it side chassis and that's going to make you to do the full turn. You want it to travel to the partner. You see my foot is still open and facing him. Then I turn and then I exit to the side. Other than that, everything was good.
So do I go straight or do I go by my side? I didn't understand. Straight.
Yes, it's a chassis forward first.
But I don't stand to him like this when I do this chassis?
Yeah, that's different, say. Basically, as we do contour movement, it's not really related to what our feet are aligned to. So as we know, we're going chassis forward. Yes, we curve, but my shoulders are moving forward and my foot are moving forward. What is to the side? It's the hip. So, because I can swing it this way. If I will turn and the shoulder and the foot, I mean, like this, I will of course still do the swing, but you will increase the difficulty for yourself because you will be less turned than you are supposed to start position. And second of all, it's not going to be comfortable to actually use the partner because you will push yourself already from this kind of shoulder position. So it's not really going to work. You need to have actual facing alignment of the shoulders with left forward and then exit to the side. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Oleg.
Wolf and Lorraine.
Together or apart?
Can you lead him?
Can you lead them? Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. You can do it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Wolf, you're actually turning her with your right hand.
Oh yeah?
Yes, it's a hand hold position. Shake hand position. Shake hand at the end, not right now. Right now you're fine. So you go 1, 2, changing to shake hand, 3, 4, and 5, 6. You're already supposed to hold her at the end of the turn. Okay, I will demonstrate it. Lorraine, can you please make sure that your chassis also going forward towards him? Try one more time, please. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. And okay, and you need to finish the turn, Lorraine, not through the chassis, but before the chassis. Completely. Make sense?
I thought I finished it facing this way.
Yes, and then chassis side. And arm is already connected. I will show it, but that was better anyways. Jane, demonstrate. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. That wasn't successful. What happened, Jane? Use your shoulder, remember? And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. I hope you did better when I did not watch. Of course.
I did much better.
All right. So a couple more notes in the couple. Lisa, can you assist me a little? So as we do the follower walk, we go 1, 2. What I meant by shake hand position is this, but of course it's pushing one in the turn of the step. So as we did follower walk, and 1, 2, 3, and now she's turning 4. Finish your turn, please. Arm to the side, and that's already connected. And that's important. We need to make sure that leaders catch us. Because if it's a double, remember, you will need his lead for the 5, 6. If it's not, we're just moving from each other. 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. Catch the hand before you move to the chasse. Okay? Make sense now?
Good.
Okay. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed a little more of the jive. We're gonna try to do it maybe one more time during the next week, and then we'll switch to something else because it's too active dance for us, I think.
Can you also next time, Oleg, talk about the hands as well?
In the jive, of course. Yes, we can do that. All right. Thank you very much for coming. Bye now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh.